is going to be a really big crowd. They've got both the top and bottom tier, and on the disabled section we sit among them, so that will be interesting. Fufu has never been in a crowd that big before, but I have faith in her because she really isn't bothered by noise, and she might get a little bit distracted at some point, but it's 90 minutes, more than that, so I'm expecting it. I think she's going to do great. The one bit I am mainly anxious about is coming out, because we don't get to go with the other Wednesday fans. We have to go along with the away fans, and there are going to be a lot of them, and there's no kind of one-way system. We'll be going across ways, while a lot of the fans will be going up against us and to the side of us, and I'm nervous about that bit. I might have to ask Furfur to sit on my scooter for that bit, I don't know. Oh, a big day. Yeah, at least I'm colour coordinated. I ordered these things. They were supposed to arrive bloody ages ago. They're for kind of to just support my fingers a bit and stop them from bending the wrong way and everything, and they were supposed to arrive ages ago, and they still haven't, because obviously, you know, striking and backlogs and everything. But oh, I really need medical related things quickly. Hello, sweetheart. Oh, you're a precious little cutie, aren't you? Say hello. You say hello. Oh. Now, I am not going to let this scare me away from making videos, but I am going to explain and talk about it. Obviously, being in the UK, I can't speak for any other country, but over here, it is not true that an ID card equals a fake assistance dog. In the UK, there is no assistance dog register, so it is not possible to register a dog as an assistance dog, regardless of where it has been trained. Only dogs that have been trained by AD UK members are issued an AD UK identification booklet. AD UK cannot issue dogs that have not been trained by one of our members with identification or branded dog gear. Assistance dog owners are not required by law to carry identification. Not all assistance dogs are trained by AD UK's members or candidates. Most guide and assistance dog owners in the UK who are trained by organisations that are members of Assistance Dogs UK will have been issued with an Assistance Dogs UK branded ID book. This ID book has been designed to support, guide and assistance dog owners with their access to goods, facilities and services as defined in the UK Equality Act 2010 or Disability Discrimination Act DDA 1995. The ID book contains information about the owner and their dog and details of the training organisation who train the dog and its owner. It also has information about the law and the elements which support the right of assistance dog owners and their dog, especially when addressing goods, facilities and services, including reference to the Equality Act 2010 and the Disability Discrimination Act 1995. I've explained before that the organisation I'm working with are not affiliated with AD UK because personally that did not work for me and my needs, but they operate in a very similar way, and that is why you may sometimes see Furfur having that ID card, because that is a thing in the UK. Like, whether you want it to be or not, it is. It is not mandatory, but it's what works for us and it's easier for me, and that's the end of it. Is there a ramp behind us? Oh. Not a ramp, a dip in the path behind us.
Yeah, why?
Because the car just brazenly parked on the thing in front of us.
Yeah.
So I was just making sure I can actually get off here now.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're alright, you look.
Plus,
Yeah.
Well, I could put it on the thingy bit anyway.
Okay, thank you. You look a bit funny, so alright.
Yeah. Oh, they only had one battered fish cake.
Okay.
So you.
As I said before, this was a big match for both of us. It would be the biggest crowd and the loudest crowd Fur will have ever been in. And if we win, which, stay tuned, I have never in my life known us to be top of the league. Your parents both remember us being top of the Premiership for a bit, but this would be a huge new experience for me. I've never in my life been able to sing the top of the league song. We went in early so as to get Fur settled, while it was still relatively quiet, with it being a much bigger crowd than she's used to. I didn't want to take any chances. I thought it would be best to bring her in early, let her get settled, and then let the crowd build up around her, which it most certainly did. Oh my gosh.
11, Josh Winners. 13, Callum Patterson. Number 14, George Myers. 18, Marvin Johnson.
And then it all went tits up. No, I'm being dramatic, but still though. I'm constantly on edge now about that little girl running past again. I don't have any footage of this happening. One, because it's really not my first thought to whip out my phone and start filming. And two, she was just a little child. I didn't, I wouldn't have wanted to just start filming a random girl, and even if I happened to have caught her while filming something else, I'm not going to put it online because it's a little girl, So you'll just have to make the decision whether you believe me or not. I also don't want to say it was definitely deliberate because, I don't know, but she was slowing down and stopping sometimes right in front of us and then carrying on, and I don't know, it felt targeted, it felt deliberate, and whether it was or not, you can't deny that that was a very distracting thing to do, and it meant that when I actually needed Fur to task later, she couldn't do it. And it wasn't her fault, bless her, because she is still in training and she was very shaken up by that constant harassment. She tried her best and she was actively trying to do what I was asking her to do, but she just got a little bit overwhelmed. I am very grateful, though, to both my dad and the nice lady who sat next to us for helping me calm Fur down afterwards. I am immensely grateful for that. Anyway, back to the footy, shall we? Because, let me tell you, it was not all doom and gloom. Now, I don't want to sound all ooh fragile. I've been going to the footy since I was 4 years old. I've had a season ticket since I was 6. I like to think I'm somewhat of a seasoned football goer at this point, but sitting on the disabled section is still fairly new for me. And you know what's really, really intimidating is after going through that incident with your assistance dog, then being in such a small crowd, it's like me and 7 other people, and then having an entire crowd in front of you turning around and jeering at you and the few people around you specifically. That feels a lot more frightening than when you're all in a crowd. I feel like there should be some sort of unspoken etiquette that a crowd shouting at a crowd fine. A small group of people shouting at another small group of people, fine. But when you're in a crowd and you're shouting at a small select few amount of people, that is really, really scary, actually. It's really quite intimidating. Now, one last thing I'll say is that you can't do that. Surely you can't do that. Listen, ultimately having a goal disallowed didn't really mean anything, okay? I know we're only top of the league due to a goal difference, but also we have 2 games in hand, so just putting that out there. But, you know, it was disallowed. Fine. We still won, and we're still top of the league, so it doesn't really matter. This isn't coming from a place of, wow, I wanted that goal, but you can't do that. Surely you could not reverse your decision, or not even reverse your decision. Surely you can't make a decision by watching the replay. That's VAR. You can't do that. Surely. Surely something has to happen from that. Surely there has to be some kind of investigation or something, because that's not allowed. Like, I don't want to argue as to whether or not it was actually offside and should have been disallowed. I mean, from where I'm standing, the ball was going in regardless. Byers was not even offside. It was Gregory who was offside, who jumped over the ball. He did not make any contact with the ball. He did not assist in any way. He did not make any contact with the ball. He did not assist in any way. But if him still being offside technically meant that it was offside and should have been disallowed, then whatever. But you can't use, like, unofficial camera angles. You can't use what isn't a VAR as VAR and reverse your decision. That sets up such a bad precedent, and it's not set up in the way that a VAR is for the right camera angles. Something can look offside in one angle and not look offside in another angle. That's why VAR is set up the way that it does. And I'm just, where do we go from here? Do we no longer show replays? Do we have to wait until afterwards to show replays? Where do we go from here? It's actually been more than 10 minutes now. Come on! Yay! For the love of God! It has... Oh my God! Go on! Oh my God! We are top of the league! 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 Yeah, we are! Yay! Yes! I know, yeah! We are top of the league! 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 Top of the league! We are top of the league! And at this point, music starts playing, and I'm not taking my chances, but my goodness, I experienced that. I know. Listen, we're not gonna be top of the league for long. I'm sure. But I have never been in this position before in my life, and I am buzzing. Yes, I may be recording this the next day and still dealing with the consequences of all of that distraction and harassment, but ultimately, I am so happy right now.